What is it, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are here with another Ask Hippo. We were obviously not here last week because we had a bit of technical difficulties, but we're back this week with another Ask Hippo, and we're going to see what is going down. So yeah, we've got quite a few questions this week, not as much as some of the other weeks, but you know, still got quite a few questions indeed. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay then, so the first question is from the by Renegade GTR. I always get his name wrong for some reason, but his question is, well, the first question out of the two. Would you rather watch an R32 blow up before you just bought it, or would you rather throw a laptop out the window? And the second question is, out of James May, Jeremy Clarkson, and Richard Hammond, who would you kill, shag, and marry? So R32 or laptop. I would throw a laptop out a window because A, R32 is God, and B, it's obviously a lot less expensive. Question 2, James May, Jeremy Clarkson, I would marry Richard Hammond. I would kill Jeremy, and obviously, you know, do James May. I'm not gay, by the way, guys. I am straight, so yeah. I don't know where I was leaning to with that point. It's alright if you're gay. I don't mind. I'm just going to move on to the next the next question, because this has got really awkward really fast. So yeah, next question. Okay, the next question is from Craptastic Jack, and his question is, which part of the cruise map would you make love to the most? Just going to answer this quickly and fastly, the Allentown area. I like how I actually asked last week for most of the questions to be about Need for Speed 2015, but instead, this is actually the first one out of like 3 questions. But anyway, the next question is from the Felian the Dragon even, and his questions are, what level of customization do you think will be in Need for Speed 2015, and do you think there's going to be character customization in terms of the appearance of the driver? Do you think it's going to have SUVs and trucks? And if Need for Speed 2015 did have cops, what cars do you think they should drive as, and what techniques should they use? So we'll go for number 1. What level of customization do you expect? I expect something similar to most 1 to 2005. Not Underground 2, like where you can do front bumpers, splitters, and all that kind of stuff. I'm expecting most 1 to 2005. If it had that mount, I'll be pretty happy. Basically, no limits. If it's no limits in terms of customization, I'll be pretty happy. I don't expect to do character customization in this game. No. It hasn't been in Need for Speed for a very long time. I don't think it's actually been in Need for Speed at all. So no, I'm not expecting that at all. And as for a feature I actually want, I'm not too bothered if that is actually in the full release, if there is character customization in the game. But car customization is what I need. That's my character as far as, you know, customization goes for Need for Speed. Do you think it's gonna have trucks or SUVs? It may have a Raptor or 2, but I don't want it to have a Raptor or 2. I think they need to keep it focused on cars that go fast, or cars that you tune to go fast, or cars that already go fast and are called exotics. That's how I see it. So they may have them in, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. And then if Need for Speed 2015 did have cops, what cars would they drive? Okay, so I'm going to go heat level 1, heat level 2, heat level 3, heat level 4, heat level 5. So heat level 1 to heat level 2 obviously are going to be regular Crown Vics, you know, standard stuff really. Number 3, I'm going to say you go up to a Ford Taurus. And then 4, you have a black Ford Taurus. And then 5, you have a Stingray, a Corvette Stingray. So similar to, again, how most 1 2005 does it. And what techniques should they use? Roadblocks, spike strips. Basically, it's how most 1 2005 use their police. You know, helicopters that put down spike strips. I don't want to see helicopters with rocket launchers on, but I do want to see something across those lines in terms of, you know, I want to see spike strips, I want to see roadblocks, I want to see helicopters, I want to see... but that's basically it really, just them things. And then obviously ramming tactics. I don't want to see EMPs. If I see one EMP, I'd be pretty mad. So yeah, that's how that's how I personally believe cops should be like in the next Need for Speed, if they were to be in there. We'll see. Okay, so the next few questions are from Sam, and his questions are, what are you expecting from Need for Speed 2015? What cars have to be in Need for Speed 2015? I'm guessing that means what cars do you want to be in Need for Speed 2015, or what types of genres like. Number 3, if you could dictate where Need for Speed 2015 went, where would you direct it? And finally, if Need for Speed 2015 had only supercars, how would you react? Do not show my name in the video. Oh shite. Bit late now. I'll blur it out. But so I guess the first question is, what are you expecting Need for Speed 2015 to be? Again, basically most 1 to 2005 rebooted. That would be pretty cool. But obviously with a different name. Maybe just call it Need for Speed. Maybe call it Need for Speed Beyond the Boundaries. I don't know. But it's just basically most 1 to 2005-esque game, a Carbon-esque game. That's what I'm expecting. What cars? Tuners, exotics, and muscle cars. Those three genres would go quite well. If you could dictate where it went, I want it to go in a Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 fashion way, where it's got all those cars and it's got a full day cycle and it's got police, and I basically want it to be Most Wanted 2005 again, with I don't know, which with a ghost twist on. I think is the main thing here. You can have Most Wanted 2005, but I don't want it to be a complete copy and paste. I want Ghost to put their own unique twist on it. How they do that is up to them, but I'm sure they'll be fine. And then finally, if Need for Speed 2015 had only supercars, how would you react? I'd be pretty disappointed, to be honest, unless the game worked. Having only supercars can work, because obviously Hop Shoot 2010 showed that. But I think I'll be a bit disappointed, because I'm kind of expecting tuners to come back, especially with the whole Chem Block and the whole Speed Hunters thing that Need for Speed have got going on. Then obviously we've seen No Limits, so hopefully that is a thing. I doubt we will see only supercars, just because obviously of Need for Speed No Limits kind of shows that it's going to be going in a certain direction, so we shall have to see. Anyway, we'll go on to the next question now, and damn, this is actually a hard one to think of. Okay, the next question is from Berserk, the coder MC. I always just freeze on his name. But his question is, what is the most annoying feature of the PS4? Now, the reason why this question was so hard to answer is because there's a lot of annoying features that the PS4 retains, whether it's not loading the PlayStation Store, not downloading the updates when the console's off, not loading messages fast enough, like it takes a year to load messages up, the invite system. A lot of things are annoying about the PS4. Not even be able to play the games you've bought off the store when you're offline, obviously with the DRM. But I'd say the most annoying feature is definitely the messages. When I just want to reply to someone who said, your videos are amazing, and it takes 3 fucking years. So annoying. Like, I get so frustrated. But yeah, that's probably most annoying feature. That or not signing in sometimes. For some reason it just doesn't sign in, which is a bit odd. But yeah, I think overall it's probably the messages thing. Like, they really need to get that sorted. So Sony, if you're watching this, get that shit sorted. Your messages are broken. Okay, the next question is from Joshua Boss, and his questions are you going to play Tom Clancy's The Division, Victoria Justice, or Miranda Cosgrove, and why is your milkshake is better than anything? I don't understand that last question, so I'll just answer the first two. So, am I going to play Tom Clancy's Division? I've looked at it, but I don't think it's one of those games which I'm going to purchase. And number two, I honestly don't think either of them look that great, to be honest. Like, nah. Nothing great, so I'll just pass. I think I'll just pass. Anyway, yeah, we'll go on to the next question. Okay, the next question is from the King of Rices, and his questions they are chicken. That was so weird. His questions are chicken or turkey, and are you Illuminati confirmed? So, chicken or turkey, it's hard, but I'm going to say chicken because I eat it more often. Plus, KFC is life. And are you Illuminati confirmed? To find out that answer, you should tune in to Drivecast tomorrow. That is all I'm going to say on that note. Tune in to Drivecast tomorrow. Okay, the next question is from Roger Fisher, aka Neelix Gaming, aka The Dark Destroyer, aka Philip Britsky, and his question is, which car would you pick if this was a starter car? It needs to be 2015, the Mitsubishi Eclipse, the Volkswagen GTI, or the 69 Charger. Now, if this game had a vinyl editor, it would be the Eclipse every single day. But if it only had like choosing vinyls, like the preset vinyls, then it would be the GTI. It would be one of them two. In no way it would be the Charger. I just don't like American muscle cars. The only exceptions are the 69 Camaro and the 69 Mustang. And then some of the kind of super end cars like the Dodges and the Dodge Vipers and the Stingrays and stuff. Those are some exceptions, but overall I'm not a huge fan of American muscle. So it'd definitely be between the German hatchback or the Japanese import. Okay, the next question is from the Speedway Gamer, and his question is, well, he's got 3 actually. I don't know why I always say that, because everyone puts more than one question in, but his 3 questions are, do you think Need for Speed 2015 is going to have a trailer release in the next 2 months? What would your perfect bus car be? And do you finally think that a vinyl editor with wood? Do you finally think we're going to get a vinyl editor with vinyl slots? I don't know what that means. A vinyl slot? I don't know what that means. I should probably know what that means, but I don't know what that means. Anyway, we'll go on to the first question. I believe that it's going to get released sometime before E3, probably anywhere from late March to mid-ish May. I think, when it's going to be released. But we'll see when it comes when it actually comes to fruition. But definitely before E3, we'll get a teaser, just like every other Need for Speed that comes out. What do you think the perfect bus car would be? Not a hypercar. I think a hypercar is a bit too much. I'm gonna say the perfect nowadays it's so hard because looking at car culture, there isn't like a specific car that kind of stands out to me. And looking at Need for Speed, there's not like a specific car that stands out to me. I think it would be, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm just thinking now. Maybe an old 911, an R32, because I've got a soft spot for that. M5, a Murcielago, an Aventador. I don't know. It could be anything. Like I don't think there's a perfect one. I think it could be anything. Like as long as it's not like a Prius, I'm good. Even a Prius could like even they could pull it off. And then obviously the third question: do you think we're finally going to get a vinyl editor with vinyl slots? I don't know what that means. So I'm just gonna swiftly move on to the next one. Okay, so the next question is from Zhao, and his question is, do you prefer the Need for Speed movie or the newer Fast and Furious movies? Now, this honestly simply depends on what movies we're talking about. So Fast 5, nah. Well, actually no, Fast 5, I prefer Fast 5 to Need for Speed. Fast 6, I don't really like Fast 6, so I'm going to say Need for Speed for that. So it really depends which one you're talking about. But overall, like, I don't know. I'd say overall I prefer the Need for Speed movies, including obviously the Fast and Furious and whatnot. I just think the Need for Speed movie has more to it, like in terms of its story and its car, like and including its racing too. I think it just has more to it. So overall, I'm gonna say the Need for Speed movie, but both series I think are still great to this day. I hope they make another Need for Speed movie because the first one was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think most of the Need for Speed fans enjoyed it, but the casual market hated that game. So, yeah, let's move on to the next question. Okay, so this next question is from Skistam, and for some reason his third question got cut off on the screen picture, on the print screen I took, so I'll have to say that out loud. But his three questions are: what do you think? What car do you think is going to be on the cover, assuming it's illegal street racing? So basically, what do you think the cover car is going to be? Do you think it's possible that they will make another Most Wanted? And the number 3, which you obviously can't see on the screen. Do you think Most Wanted 2005's graphics stood out from other games? Not quality-wise, but the style-wise and the overall house style. So number 1, what do I think the cover car is going to be like? So just for NFS 2015, if it was a street racing illegal game, I think it wouldn't be made of one car. I think I could see maybe 2 cars drifting around. Hopefully maybe like an GT86 and I don't know, maybe an Aventador or a Huracan. Having like 2 contrasting cars could work really well. If I had to pick one, I would say the 86 or the Supra. I think the Supra still pulls it off today. So yeah, maybe. Do you think there's going to be another Most Wanted remake again? And make it as really what it should be? No, it won't happen. To be honest, looking back at it, I'm doubtful it's going to be Underground. Just, I don't know, I don't think they would put the Underground name at risk, like, Need for Speed's big enough already. Everyone always says the Need for Speed name in itself is huge, so why would they go ahead and, go and use Underground, but everyone knows Need for Speed anyway? It just doesn't make sense. Like Rivals has sold more than the Crew, and it's Rivals. So I don't think the name is possibly the problem. I think I genuinely think it could be a new IP, and I've always said, I've said this since the start. A new IP would be the greatest thing they could do. And the number 3, do I think Most Wanted's house style? I thought it was unique. I really did. I don't think any of the games had that kind of daytime setting. But yeah, I thought Most Wanted's house style was really cool. It did get a bit annoying, but for Need for Speed 2015, I want to see a full night and day cycle. So I want to be racing at 3 o'clock in the morning, then I want to be racing at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's what I want from Need for Speed 2015's like graphics and I guess the time cycle as a whole. But yeah, that rounds it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Ask Hippo. I know we were out for a week. If you want to leave a question for next episode, make sure you include something about we need to make this focused. Something about DLC. Put something about DLC in there, or just a completely random question that doesn't make any sense. That I probably make it so it makes enough sense for me to answer it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. If you did enjoy, make sure to smack that like button and all the other jazz, and I will see you later. Peace.